romantic connection or if it's more of a friendship. So I got to figure.
Oh, have we started? Greetings and salutations. My closet door is open. Oh,
My bad. My headphone
don't even worry
was
about it.
even on.
Hold on. Let me go close the closet door. I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
grab a cup of ice.
Gotcha.
I'll be right
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, we're trying to get this together here. So first of all, welcome King. My brother is here, Chaz, the one and the only.
Queen. Hello,
Okay.
Queen Evie.
Look, for real. Abby, this is missing in action. Been so excited to have her back, but she's
I've
been
been
doing her
outside
thing.
touching the grass, y'all.
She been booked and busy. But people who watch this show know what Abby brings, so no tea, no tea. All right, I know somebody running late, so it's all good. Dita, who does a recap normally, is not gonna be here tonight. She is booked and busy tonight. She's doing her thing. So it won't be no recap. We're just gonna kind of get into it until everybody shows up. But really, truly, this is the getaway episode of Famous Red to Love, as he called it, vacation, a vacation, however you want to say it. And it's the episode where it gets a little messy or some things happen, as Chaz knows all too well. Let's keep it a buck, okay? Okay. All right, so now we're down to the 5 gentlemen who are left in this whole thing. And Tommy's giving them props and all this type of stuff, talking about the getaway and all these kind of things. Cam talking about, hey, I have more than one connection in this one house. So, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to say, how am I gonna venture around that? Chaz, I want to ask you really quick your thoughts about that, because he was worried about that, having those multiple connections going to this getaway trip.
Who, Cam?
Yeah.
I think Cam is probably like an overthinker. Like, I'm an overthinker. I overthink. I want to make the right decision. I run through different scenarios. I have different backup plans. He sounds like he may be somewhat wired like that, because he seems hell bent on, and not in a bad way, but he wants to make the right call for his life. He's taking the process very seriously. So I get it.
Okay, I get you, Ebby. Now that you are back and you were able to watch the show, I just would like to.
Is that that's the assumption that we're going on, that I watched it?
Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, now, well, did you skip?
Okay,
Did you pull a kid my cheek to fast forward?
I got back at my house at 9:00. I've watched from 9:00 until you went live.
Jesus Christ.
That's all I got. I saw that they sent Man Bun home.
Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, okay. You saw the beginning part then. Lord Jesus.
And they going on the trip. And then
whoa.
Chocolate Baby talk about he got 3 connections and all 3 connections gonna be at the retreat. Well, duh. Where the hell else they gonna be? Okay, you know what?
Oh snap! Not the other readers in the building. What's up, Cookie? Yes, ma'am. What's up, Queen?
Hey, how are you?
Good. We're just getting into it a little bit. We're just talking about how Cam is worried that he got 3 connections going into this getaway trip, and that's really kind of where we at. You know what I'm saying? But not the fan, Jesus. Okay, so Sahara, I feel like. And y'all give me your opinion about that. I don't feel like her connections are strong, but she was coming off super strong in the getaway trip. Is it because the getaway trip was like the middle part where it's like you need to get connections fast, you finna go home? I don't know. Cookie, since you've been on the show, what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, I think that Sahara is like,
even though I like her.
I do like her, but I just think like she's like everybody's friend. So she's like, it's like, I'm not gonna say the homie, but just kind of like playing it safe, and she's like making connections, but I really don't think that they're like connections where someone wants to be like in a relationship. I just think they're friendship connections, but that's just my opinion.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, but do you think she waited too late to make? Well, I know you hadn't. Okay, from the little bit that you saw, I'm trying to, because I don't know. Do you think she waited too late to bring it on down?
I think that I think she's always had a connection with what's the guy name?
Cam or Jay? because she was acting.
Cam, but I think the Jay thing, I think that was just like, I think that
That's what
was
I'm
just
saying.
extra. I don't really think that's no like love connection. I just think that was just some extra shit.
That's why I was saying. Do you think it's kind of too late? I'm trying not too late 100 to bring it on so strong with Jay. It's kind of where I was going with that, but I didn't want to go that far into the show. But that's what I'm saying. Do you think she waited too late to do all that? Maybe
Well,
she
I
didn't
mean,
get the.
he said like, that's like his homie. She asked for a massage, and she was just
Mhm.
like, because she's like really like playful. So I just
Right.
think she was just playing it up for like, okay, get down to get them knots out, boo. I just think she was just like on that. I don't think it was nothing serious.
I don't know because we'll get to later on how Kiera how she got it, whatever. But anyway, Abby, I don't know what you seen, but did you see him rubbing on her? Did you see that part before the argument? Okay, so the whole thing is with she has connections, a very faint connection with him, and then she has another stronger connection, I feel like, with Cam. And I just feel like that she is that which baby is that one?
It's Junie.
What's up, Prince?
Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna really be loud. He can hear me really good. Okay, she taking care of the baby. So Chaz, give me your thoughts about that, Chaz, please.
What the neck
Yes.
massage? And
Well. I guess we can go ahead and just go there with that. It kind of is a combo. I guess you could say. I said, do you think she waited too late to actually really try to build her connection with somebody, and she's trying to do it now at the getaway? I'm not saying that she don't have one with Cam. I'm talking about more so for me. I'm not saying she been in the forest, but just something about that was like, why all that in front of everybody? But go ahead.
I think Sahara is just being Sahara. She's very confident in herself, definitely in her sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
I just think she was trying to, she's a cat. She's like Catwoman from Batman. She's gonna like throw a leg on you and flirt and do this and be a little touchy, handsy pansy. But I mean, we don't know that she doesn't have a connection with him either, because they don't really show the real connections. They show the entertainment aspect of what they're capturing, and then they try to sway us. So there could be a connection there that we just haven't seen yet, because editing it's not edited for love, it's editing for drama.
Okay, so I'll say this: like I get what you're saying, but about that, right? But so initially when I started watching, I was like, did they have a connection or whatever? And I know that he had the conversation with Kiera beforehand, like allegedly the rules, like don't do this, don't do that, because that's a strong connection. And when then you see her sitting there with his leg across her, but you see her and Cam so intimate on the bus ride towards the getaway, but then over here with your homeboy, again, you throw your leg across and then you're massaging her neck and then you grabbing her throat. And I'm just like, wait a minute. I'm just like, I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm trying to follow you with that, but it's like, I get her person. I get her personality being the way it is. It's just open and just a fun loving whatever. But girl, everybody was looking at you like the same way that you seen Kiera walk by and look at you like both of y'all like y'all both dead to me right now. Like, I mean, I just didn't. It was like Janae says in chat. It was a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm asking the panel about it, because I thought it was a lot. And I'm like, where was the motive? What was it just didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. So,
but it also could have been something we didn't see that was edited like before, because it seemed like a little choppy.
I mean, that's a possibility as well, but the thing about it is he knew that. Okay, at the end of the day, Sahara didn't know that, so I'll give Sahara that, of course. But he knew that because they had a conversation previously more than one time. I guess they showed it. She said, "Look, keep it cute." I mean, he's not an idiot. He knows what she meant when she said that.
Yeah, he knew. I mean, I don't give him no passes on that. I believe like if she told you keep it cute, he was 110% out of line. Like, why are you doing that in that woman's face? Like, stop.
That was kind of embarrassing. I mean, if I was in Kiera's position, I would have been like a little bit embarrassed. I'm like, but even the men were saying, "What's going on over there in the corner?" This is men saying this now, and I'm like, okay, I caught that. I said, not the men saying, "What's the tea? What's happening?" But
they were being messy though. They were being messy.
Chaz, they were, but it was a legit. It was to me. It was a legit question because it was kind of open for everybody to see. It was a lot. If they were just kind of play fight a little bit, I don't think anybody would have paid no attention. But they was going like really far with it, and then grabbing the throw. Oh, this going left. I'm like, wait a minute. Now you know what? Y'all doing too much on that couch. So I don't know. That's just mine. The house is gorgeous, by the way. That was a nice. Chaz, Cookie, the house, Abby. Well, Abby, I know you saw the house, some of it.
I'm looking at it now.
That house was nice to me.
The only thing I didn't like was the cots. Like, did you notice in the bedrooms? Because this is what I complained about when I slept at the getaway. They don't really have real mattresses. They have like those roll-out mattresses or something, and the bed's super uncomfortable.
Yeah, the beds did look kind of like they brought in some beds. Yeah, I thought expected a little more with the beds, but the rest of the house did look really, really nice.
Well, they never have an Airbnb that has enough bedrooms for the people that they invite into this.
I think they wanted a mesh out. They didn't show our cast. Our cast kind of fought over rooms too.
Really, that's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, me and William were tussling. Like it was it was wild, but they didn't show any of that. So surprisingly, but they let you go in and you kind of like race to a room and see which room you want, check out, stuff like that.
Okay, so before we get into the room, I need to ask Abby this. Even though you may not have seen the scene, that the thing we're talking about is one of the connections, which is Kiara and Cam. I'm sorry, Jay, and it's really strong. And Sahara has her leg across his leg, and he's like massaging her neck, and then
I'm watching that right now.
Okay, so I
see her giving the death glare.
Yes, because so I wanted to know how you felt about that because it's gonna get spicy with them later, but still, you ain't your man, but y'all have something going on, which I know you said you can do a show like this because of how you are, but I'm just asking your opinion. What do you think about it?
What if I was old girl who giving the death glare?
Yes.
And does she have more than one connection, or is her only connection?
That's him. That's just it. She has no more connections. That's him.
And if I saw, and me and my connection have been talking, and then we get to this little Airbnb situation, and next thing I know, you rubbing some broad's neck and she throwing her leg over on you.
Yeah,
that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a concern for me as a person because I don't like people touching my things. So why? I can't. Why? What's happening? Oh, is this what we're doing? Because it's
like how she said that.
Get back on the sprinter and take my ass off because you're not gonna have me on national TV. Talk about it's you and me and me and you and our connections and we grinning up in each other's face. Then the next 30 seconds.
Hold on, what's that? Somebody got a TV on the background?
I mean,
who is it? Is that you cooking, Mama? Cookie. Oh. Okay. I got the music. Then we get on the YouTube. Hey, Erica. She probably has got something going on.
Hey, Book.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah. Well,
I would have. After I saw that interaction, I very. The Scorpio in me is like right here in my esophagus. Okay, so I would have tried to hold my composure because I'm on national TV. Try being the operative word in that sentence because I am not a sharer of my things, and I don't like that. And I know who I am as a person. So that means that we've had a conversation about this before we even got here because I don't play them type of games. Now, look here, bruh. Let me tell you this about me. I'm going to tell you this up front because, I'm grown and you can either accept it or not. I don't like that type of stuff. I tend to flip to the left when that type of stuff happens. Please, if you feel like you want to do something else, please tell me. Then I can move accordingly. Because you're gonna lead and I'm gonna follow. So how you move is how I move. So if it's okay for you to be sitting in the corner with this broad leg thrown across your lap and you rubbing her neck, don't say shit to me when I'm sitting next to your homeboy and he rubbing my back or possibly my front. However, I feel like I want to let it roll at that juncture Because what is the problem?
Exactly.
When I do it, you're going to be sick to your stomach. I'm following your lead because this is what we're doing. If you don't want me to see, if you don't want to see me doing that with someone else, don't you do it. Because I'm gonna do what you're gonna do. Anything you can do, I can do better. Amen. Amen.
And lower than what you did.
Look.
Yeah.
Look.
I'm taking it to the 7th circle of hell, sir. I don't understand.
Who is this? Hold on. Who just came in here? Oh, okay. Hey, come on, Coley. What's up, mama?
What's up, Coley?
Hello. Welcome. So, yes. Well, we right here.
You ain't make it to the getaway, baby. I've been gone for a week. I ain't watched it.
No, well, we
I don't know what's happening. I just noticed you not at the house. What happened?
I don't know. It's just my person wasn't there.
Period. He wasn't. But we are right here with the getaway. We're talking about the whole situation where Sahara and Jade grabbed the throat and all that. And I was going to ask Erica because everybody just gave her thoughts about it. So Erica, you just joined as well. Please give me your thoughts about that whole situation between him and Sahara on the couch. How'd you feel about it?
Okay, well, 2 things. I understand Kiara being angry, but like, I assume she's seen the show before, so like, okay, the trip, this is how things roll, for one. And so I get you're going to be angry and jealous. That's a natural reaction, but I think she should have at least tried to talk it out with him, and at least, you know what I'm saying, like that whole, I'm just going to be so mad. It's like, okay, it's not like they were kissing or whatever. But then I don't get his excuse acting like, well, she's just a friend girl. That part is crazy. Like if she's one of your people, then, explain it. Like, you're my number 1, but she's my number 3.5 or whatever she is. But if you acting like, okay, we just cool friends, now that's trifling, because it's like, okay, are you all playing games to make people jealous? Because why would you be rubbing on her neck and let her leg? Yeah, you can't stop her from putting her leg on you, but you can move.
Correct.
You can move your leg away. So if you are cool and you're like, okay, I'm trying to legitimately spend time with Sahara to see if there's a connection there, and that's what we're here to do. And I understand people get jealous, but I'm doing it out in the open or whatever, then you need to explain that. But to come back like, nah, she just like almost coming like she a sister or a cousin or something. Now you're playing in our faces. So or you're playing in Sahara's face, or like, what's the purpose of that? Like, on either side. Because I was like, do y'all even have a connection? What is we doing? We making new connections on the couch? Like, so so I got that she was angry, and but I think they should have had a legitimate talk about it, which it looks like eventually they will, because if you're saying that was one of your connections and you're getting to know her, then I have to learn to deal with my jealousy, because that's the nature of this process. But if you're saying she like my home girl and you rubbing on her neck, then no, I'm not
grabbing the throat. Like, ooh.
Thank you. I'm not going to be friends with somebody. I'm not going to be dating somebody and they like freaky with their friends. Like, that's not a thing. So but
maybe for everybody.
Right, exactly. Like, no. So I think they need to get past the jealousy and have a real discussion about, okay, so you be touching on your friends and giving your friends massages, because he even said to Sahara, like, well, you need to be naked or something with the oils. And it's like, wait, what? So we just cool? Like,
I just feel like that, in my opinion, that she felt disrespected. One of the things that she said verbatim was, I told you, do not make me look stupid. One of the things, as far as the woman, if you are with your dude and y'all on a couples trip or just whatever you guys are doing, and we start drinking and having a good time with other couples, other people, don't make me look crazy. It's a real thing. Like, don't make me look really stupid on national TV when defending me is a big thing, or not looking out or being faithful in public. All these things go together as far as a woman. So when I look stupid, is she meant that, and that hits a black woman so hard that you so pissed off. Like, I'm not trying to be rational. I don't give a shit. I'm pissed. Don't talk to me. And I'm just being I'm being real.
Right.
So
Right.
Coley, what you think, Coley?
I watched a video about it, and then someone had commented and said that Jay actually put his leg on her first. And so he straight up lied to Tommy.
Wow.
I wasn't paying attention because I was distracted by Sahara's sound effects.
I cannot. Are you serious?
Yeah. I and a lot of people liked it, so I guess that is actually what happened, but I don't know. I'm not gonna go back and watch it.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask y'all a question because I'm watching it in real time while we're on here. So is Jay the one? I got a question, Joe. So Jay is the one that was in the white t-shirt and the gray shorts, and they had a conversation in the kitchen about I'll bust your windows out your car, and he was like, "Oh, just grow up, bro. If somebody hurts you, just walk away." Blah blah blah. Is that the nigga that was on the couch with old girl?
I think that's Cam you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's Cam. Sounds like Cam. Cam's on the bald head.
That's a level of delusion. I don't understand. You can't dictate how people respond to the wrong that you've done to them, and then be in your fifis when they done took a baseball bat to a lip. Okay, amen. Once again, this just proves to me that I'm not built for this.
Wait, so hold on.
Fire of a dating show. I
want to pivot a little bit to the rooming arrangements. Where I think this might be the first time that for sure Chaz can correct me or Coley that since Cinco and Miss Tay roomed together. Now, I mean, I was kind of like,
who?
Is it
Cisco and Tay?
Cisco and Tay, they roomed together. She actually was the one that was in, and I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm not trying to shame nobody, but I found it interesting for a lot of different reasons. I kind of want to hear the panelists take. Chaz, your thoughts on that?
On those two rooming together?
Yeah, you know, for the virtual level is kind of like. Go ahead.
This connection to me just seems fabricated. So,
Jesus.
I don't.
Now you know what? Not why he for
the spirit of Tatum
it happens every time. Go ahead, Chaz. Wait, hold on. We can see you. Can you hear us? Now you know what? See, they're here for to say something.
Oh.
Guys, see,
He was about to say something.
Here's the thing.
Wait,
y'all see when what's her name? Sahara? Was that her name?
He back.
The one with the long braids down to her butt. What's her name?
Sahara.
I should know that. That's my grandbaby's name. With Sahara, that y'all see when Sahara tried to sneak up on the homeless boy and he was laying on the sofa. I can't think of the baby's name. And his prison instincts.
She went and blew in his ear.
Jumped in before she.
He said, "Stop it." You know what? I was like, what was the purpose of that scene? Anyway, I remember I saw, I was like, what? I don't know, man. I was like, what was that?
I guess she was going to kiss him on his forehead while he was half asleep on the sofa. And his prison instincts kicked in and he woke. He was like,
the way he was looking like, he was very confused. Okay, so now that, look, rebuke the evil. My boy is back. Can you finish your thought? Because I really want to hear it.
What?
Oh no!
About Tay and the homeless man sleeping in the same room.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have anything nice to say about.
Oh Jesus!
About what I'm seeing. No, I really just don't. It's just unbelievable to me that a nurse, out of all of the guys in that house, is most attracted to a guy that rooms with other men and doesn't have like strong financial footing, and you want me to talk about him being in a room with a
Chaz,
nurse?
you want me to tell you what I think it is?
What is? Please help me.
Because
I'm
I
struggling.
think she's a nurse and she likes to take care of people.
Okay, but why
I feel like he gives like maybe that energy, like he needs the most taking care of because maybe of where the position he was in when they were filming this. So that may be what the attraction is that she had at the core of her, she's a caretaker and she wants to take care of people. And that
so then why don't him and Rose have a connection?
I'm trying to help. I don't know what else.
Coley, you know what? Because Rose does have that type of that's her love language.
Nurturing, yeah.
That's her thing. She is the caretaker.
Right. Yeah. But maybe Rose is
she's older. She's an
okay.
older
That's true too.
But then again, Cisco was just like focused on Tay. Like he was not interested in anyone else.
I agree. I could tell.
And
It's very obvious.
He hasn't. Oh, I almost said something so inappropriate.
Lord, that'd be a normal situation.
Listen, I was gonna get real super raw and real with it, and it could be just because he got a big dick and know how to use it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, what is happening?
I did.
Because listen, some women will let men be and
not giving that.
My friends be like, "Girl, you way better. You on way above that man in every way, shape, form, and fashion." And she can't see you because his dick is covering her eyes.
Oh,
and she dickmatizes. She just because
nope.
That's what it. Listen, I have been in a relationship where I should have never have been with that man because he was not the correct person, but I couldn't see. Because I couldn't see it. I had to take a step back and be like, okay, you doing sister, you're carrying a 22 and
Jesus Christ.
your back and you doing a little street side pharmacy with this nigga. And your father has a doctorate and your mother has a master's. What are you doing, sister? I had to come back and get myself together. So
why? But Evie, why is it giving Big D energy for you?
He's not. I said that could be one. I think it's the nurturing thing, and she likes to take care of people, and he is in dire need of being taken care of. But sometimes it be because that's what you can't see.
Well, I
don't think
that's just what it is. It could be a number of factors
because they haven't.
Maybe he talks a good game, and he, he's had to because he's been
I agree with that. Yes,
and
I think
he just talks a good game to where
I think he's an older man. She's a younger woman. She's smitten by the older man talking that old man shit. And he's probably
got
good
that
with
Silver
the
Fox thing going on.
how he talks and all of that shit. And I just think it's that. And she's like, caught
Silver Fox. Yeah.
You think he's talking that pimp talk to
her? not the shit.
When you a younger girl
I'll drink your bath water, baby. I'll drink your bath water.
And talking to an older dude, like sometimes they just sweep you off your feet.
Yeah, let me show you how to turn these box carts into.
I'll pay your rent. I'm sorry.
And if you ain't never had certain things done for you, sometimes the bar is underneath your feet, and the fact that he is giving you the barest of the bare minimum. If you ain't never had the most, the least starts to look a little different to you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, I can't.
And that's where
he don't give pimp vibes at all. I'm sorry, I gotta be real. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to make it make sense.
I don't see pimp nowhere. I'm sorry, no shit. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't see pimp. I just don't see it. I'm sorry.
Jay is the pimp.
Queen.
I'm trying to make it make sense.
Jesus, pimp down. My bad.
Like he don't listen. My red flag would have been,
oh Lord,
you ain't got no relationship with your mama.
Oh no,
You ain't got to overlay your mama just because as a mother of 4, like it would hell would have to come down for me to stop talking to my kids. Now I don't know if his mama is one of them crazy ones, them crazy mamas.
Right.
But if he got like a regular normal mama, listen, it's like the love of Christ. Can't nothing separate me from my kids.
Hey, we'll talk.
You know what I'm saying? Even with having lost a child and that child, there's nothing can have. That's the only thing that can separate me from my children is they would have to leave this earth. So I would have 150 questions, and then I would want to talk to his mama because I need to understand what that is. Because the way you treat and interact with your mama says sometimes how you gonna treat and interact with me.
That's fair. That's fair because your the background, your foundation as far as family, your relatives, especially how you guys interact. I do think those are very important, especially trying to get to somebody because you don't know. It'd be a scary story you hear in the papers all the time. He was a perfect boyfriend. I had no idea him and mom got into it. I had no idea, all these crazy things. So yes, I do 100% agree with that. I want to kind of pivot a little bit over to Deanna and Khalil, which I feel like I missed this. I'm not sure if I missed this, Erica. Did you see a connection with the two of them? Because I'm not being shady. I just really was like, wait, where this come from? What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I think with Gianna, when I forgot who her number one connection was, but when he went home, she was scrambling. So maybe it was, I don't know if it was Eddie or the other guy, but I think when they did that double elimination, she was scrambling. Like there are a couple of people who barely have connections, so they're kind of like jumping on something so they don't go home. So that's kind of how I felt with her and Khalil. And Khalil's number one was Tay. And so he needed to fill up some spots because he saw that Tay is with Cisco or whatever. So and the one thing I was going to say about Cisco and Tay is I agree, or I don't know, I think the last time I was on here, Carmen mentioned this. I think they have an agreement in place. Because even when she met with his friends and stuff, I think she realizes, I think she's the one person, I will say this, I don't remember everybody else's jobs or whatever. I know one girl is a bartender or whatever. I'm not sure what Rose does, but Tay can afford to support him.
Hello?
She got some. Can you hear me?
There's the echo.
Okay. You hear me?
It's a echo. Come out and come back in. Erica. Wait, hold on. I think it's gone.
Does
anybody hear her?
Oh.
Okay. Or is it me?
It might
be. Oh, is it you?
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute.
Put yourself on mute. Okay. Is you muted? No, somebody. Does anybody feel the horror was off?
There's an echo.
I know. Where's coming from?
What did you say?
I was on mute now. So who was it?
Okay. Hold on. Put myself.
Okay. So do you still hear that echo? Yes.
You still hear it?
Okay. Do we still? Oh, it's gone. It might be a cookie because I don't hear it anymore.
Okay.
I don't hear. Do I hear the echo?
It's gone.
Okay. Abby, can you message Erica? Please let her know that it was not hers.
Okay.
sometimes, and this hasn't happened in a while. That's probably like restream. I really don't have them in the technical difficulty, but sometimes it just happens. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so we did speak. I want Deanna and Khalil. Khalil says that he
Y'all tell me which one is Khalil.
no, I said message her on IG. Khalil's one with the dreadlocks.
Gotcha.
Khalil's one with the dreadlocks. The one that's with Deanna with the blonde hair, short hair. He says they have a connection, which really is kind of well, in my opinion, I don't see it. I do see. I'm gonna be honest. Kiana and Deanna have a lot of things in common. Like when you see their just the way they look together, and then what they do outside the show, they would be a perfect match. But I did not see the natural chemistry. Hold on, somebody in the chat gave a comment about that. I think. Hold on, just a second. Khalil also feels his relationship with Deanna is more of a friend connection. He said Deanna is slow in opening up. He did use the word slow, letting down her barriers. She may be gone. Now, I will say that was brought up a few times tonight by the men, saying that she was slow. This is I feel like an accelerated speed dating where, yes, you can be a woman, a lady, however you want to say it, and take your time. But to me, this type of situation, you really can't do that because you have it's competition, to be fair, with other women, other men vying for each other's attention. So you got to accelerate your normal process as is I'm not saying what you would do in real life. And I feel like Deanna is taking her time. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think that's just the way she is. And for a lot of the men that are there, it's she's not moving fast enough for them. Erica, you good? You there, mama?
Yeah, it's better.
Not hear echo. You got hear echo again? Are we good? Echo
She
talk?
has
I don't hear an echo.
Okay. So, Chad, I know that you're grubbing, but how'd you feel about that? What we talking about here?
Deanna?
Yes. Moving slow. He said it really. Matter of fact,
I don't really think she's that interested in some of these guys, to be honest with you, because I don't see the effort. She seems like highly focused on maybe two people, primarily one. I don't think she's really there for the right reasons.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, she's not trying. And then like when she talks,
I think she was like me. I think she was there for the right reasons, but like they promised that everyone was going to be successful and sexy, and they didn't deliver all the way.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I don't know if we're gonna go there, but I just feel like her demeanor is off-putting.
Okay.
And if she is there for the right reasons, as Coley says, then I think that is hindering her ability to have other connections or even form other connections.
No, that's fair. But what do you mean by you say she's off-putting? What do you mean? Just how she interacts with all the other men, or just for everybody in general?
She's kind of she's a little abrasive, like just talking to her. The whole conflict with Cam over he answers the phone, he's in the office, she's in the field or whatever. Like this hierarchy of careers in your industry is kind of crazy to me. But I just get that she's not really, she's not really welcoming. What can you tell me about her in this season so far that she's been through in life that was monumental?
Damn. Okay, so I wasn't expecting that. And I want to hear, now that we all here, and this is actually a good topic, I want to hear everybody's thoughts. I was Cookie, but I'm going to give you my thoughts. I have always been the personality that had been known as abrasive. I'm being honest, aggressive or whatever. I mean, I'm just kind of known for that in a lot of circles. And it's rough sometimes, And so I was an athlete growing up. So when I would come to other schools, the way she would walk in, tough and not necessarily bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, whatever you want to say it, I've done that. Now, not in every circle, because I'm older now or whatever, but I'm just saying, and I move a little bit differently, but I'm just saying I know how to feel being that person. That's all I'm saying. So I want to ask Cookie first, how'd you feel about it? Because what Chad says is a real thing. People do feel the way about her. I've seen people talk about it in comments.
Do y'all hear echo when I talk?
No, you good, Mama. Oh, wait, no, I heard it. Damn. I heard it.
Do y'all hear it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll I'll mute myself again.
Coley,
Write it in the chat.
yeah, Coley, go ahead. Your thoughts about that, Mama.
What's the question?
About Deanna, about what he said about her. Well, everything that Chad said as far as being a
Can y'all
man.
hear it now?
Yes.
Okay.
She's not warm and fuzzy, but she is like easy to talk to. Like if you go and start talking to her, I will say that.
That's good to hear. See, I mean, but that's not what it gives. And just like what you're saying about editing, the perception that we're seeing and people see, it's not necessarily given that. I'm pretty sure that's 100% true. Now, AB, I know you watch it in real time. Your thoughts about that, as far as people calling her aggressive and all the things.
I don't.
I get I
Sorry.
I get that sometimes, but it's more like people say I'm intimidating for some until they start actually talking to me, because I do really give that vibe when I come into it. Like I can come into a room of people I don't know, and I don't speak to nobody, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I was trained and raised when I come into a room to speak to everybody, but after that, if I don't know anybody in the room, I can very much sit comfortably in the silence and it not be an issue for me. And I've been told that I come off as intimidating until someone actually starts talking to me. Because once you start talking to, if you talk to me, I will talk back. And I'm an open book, and people have said that I'm nice. I don't know about all of that, but
Same here.
yeah. But I have been given, I have been told like that I have an intimidating aura when I come into the room, and that can lead to people be thinking that I'm aggressive or whatever and what have you. Um, it's just that like I'm comfortable in who I am and what I am and whose I am, that I don't have to do a lot of the filler situations to be comfortable in different spaces. So, it could be some of that. That could be some of it, because apparently Coley said if you talk to her, she'll talk to you.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
She's
it
warm and fuzzy, but she is warm if you talk to her.
right,
I love you said that for her.
but
Thank you.
just because I have boundaries and I don't allow everybody access to that part of me, that may come off as, oh, maybe she's standoffish. Oh, maybe she's this, that, and the third. Because I get that sometimes as well.
I have my whole life, unfortunately.
So it could just be that. It's just that, you know, if we talk, that's great. If we don't, also great, and I'm okay either way.
My younger days, I gave zero. Like it was really bad. Like I said, becoming a journalist, blogger, all that, I had to open up. I had no other choice but to work with other bloggers and different junkies and other people, where I was kind of forced. And it was like, girl, you're gonna have to open up a little bit now, because this environment you're in, you cannot be that closed up. But in my younger 20s or whatever, girl, bye. He was like, I don't care. I didn't have to talk to anybody, even as a child. I don't have friends. I had that mentality, and so I get how she's saying. I'm a military kid where I moved around a lot of my life. So when I would come into a new town every other year, when I would be around other kids, it took me a minute before I was like, okay, we cool. I can talk to you. Because like I would come in the room and not say nothing. So I also identify and understand what she's going through. But I want to talk about Rose and Cam, because she's buying shirts for him. I noticed that. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what that actually means. I'm gonna ask you all this question. I'm talking about Erica, her buying shirts for him and him saying, "You want your man to look good," and she kind of raised over that part. But yeah, you buying him shirts. What you think about that, Erica?
I felt that those were sort of like a You know how people say that like guys will get you a shut up ring so you won't continue to ask them when you're gonna get married.
Here, damn.
I felt like those were shut up shirts because I'm gonna be in Hussein's face this whole weekend. So wear your shirts. Think of me while I talk to Hussein while you wear your shirt because you my number two. I don't want to get eliminated. We could end up together, but obviously I have my number one. So me and Hussein are locked in. But in case that don't work, here's a blue shirt for day one. Here's a pink shirt for day two.
I cannot.
But yeah, you're not my man though. You're not my man, so don't confuse it. I didn't say you were my man. I just said I want you to look nice while we on the show. Think of me as you wear this.
Oh Lord. So Chaz, your thoughts about this? That was the look, Erica. Sounds smooth here. Chaz, come on.
I mean, I can see it like being real between these two. It looks genuine to me. I thought it was a sweet gesture of her to like think about, let me, provide this for you. Like that just speaks to like what she's displayed, right? She's nurturing, she's supportive. I thought it was a great interaction.
Abby, keep it real, mama. Come on. I mean, I'm not saying the bad thing either, but I still what you got to say.
What's the bad thing?
I didn't say a bad thing. That she had that he crossed her mind while she was at the store, and she was like, "Oh, let me get him X, Y, and Z." I have been known to do that for a gentleman. Like we weren't. There is a certified connection between me and this gentleman. We've never dated. We've never actually been on a date. However, I have bought him some things just because I was in the store and I was like, "Oh, I think you would like this." And so I purchased it and then I gave it to him. There was no rhyme, no reason. No, this is my nigga. So I'm marking him with my stamp or anything like that. It could have very easily been she was in the store and was like, "Oh, this would look nice on him." And maybe if she wanted to be connected, shown as having a connection to him, and she don't want to be embarrassed on national TV because she think he can't dress, maybe she bought him some shit.
Well, look, it
could have been one of the two. It could have been both. Two things can be true at one time. She was like, "I'm tired of looking at you in this particular outfit that you keep wearing because you think it's really that and it's not, but I don't want to hurt your feelings." But look, so I'm a get you a couple of things because you really think it's that, and beloved nigga, it is not.
Donna D said she bought shirts for Campbell sleeping with Hussein. I forgot about that, but it is what it. I mean, look, maybe it was a stand, but I want to get into the part where him, Cam, and all the guys talking with Angie talking about was it toxic or what was the thing? Toxic or spicy. So I do want to get into this really to me. Because everybody has their own opinion about toxic or spicy, right? Even my fiance was sitting there, it was all cheering in. I was like, oh, whatever. So I was like, let's talk about it with the panel. First of all, I'm sorry with Chaz, as far as a man here, your thoughts, toxic and spicy, your definition.
My definition of toxic, I don't even want to be around you. I don't want you messaging me. I don't want to hear your name. I don't want to talk about you. Like you've just left a mark on my life where I'm just like, F it. I don't. Yeah. Spicy, I think, like I think so. Evie's a Scorpio. I didn't know this. My wife's a Scorpio. And, you guys are definitely spicy. Like you guys can be cool, but when we trigger you, when y'all like do that like little spicy crash out, it's actually kind of cute. It's cute, especially it's funny the couple of days later. But I see the difference in what they were saying. I think it is an interesting topic, though.
Okay, so Erica, toxic, spicy, your thoughts?
I think spicy is where you're not gonna, who gonna check me, boo? You know what I'm saying? You're spicy. You're gonna, maybe you'll fire up, and hopefully you'll communicate well enough where you can discuss things. But I do feel like toxic does come into play when you start committing crimes. So
well, I mean, they kind of get into that totally because I'm not doing windows out my car.
Exactly. Once you start you know, even if it's misdemeanors, once you start doing vandalism, then I think, you know, if you're not 20 or
Okay, so
15 or something.
not 20, well, 15 I would say, but 20 is still ridiculous. So Coley, they even start talking about the fact of you going to my job. And to me, I know people have done that. I'm not judging nobody. I don't want anybody to try to be funny and saying that because Keisha came to the job and was like, answer your phone, I'm calling you. What I'm saying is like going to a man's job and he might get, coached or marked or demoted, whatever, because it's called disruption in the business. It's a real thing, and I would consider it to be toxic. Cody, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that toxic is like crashing out or getting your lick back, but like spicy is just letting you know, like, hey, what you did wasn't cool, and I'm not gonna put up with it.
Well, they was kind of talking about everything and talking about you can't brought the thing, go to my job, and then busting the windows the windows out of the car. He didn't like that as well. And of course, Angie's just kind of a straightforward in your face situation. She was like, look, other girls kind of being like, no, we don't do that. She was like, yeah, I did that. You heard me. I got my get back. So this is why I want to kind of want to talk about that because she was giving zero, like I said. Now also Kiera was talking about, yeah, you heard me. But when he asked the question, would you ever do that? All of them said, I'm hurt, you're hurt. And then she said, bro, grow up. She said, if somebody hurts you, you're doing the hurting, but you're saying grow up. I'm saying if somebody hurts you, walk away. He said, don't have nobody make you do something, break by the window of the car. But she's like, look, you hurt me. Whether you're doing that or not, I'm going to get my lick back. And I mean, it is what it is. You play with me, I'm gonna play with you. And that's how Ange looked at it. And I was like thinking to myself, you are vying for their attention, but at the same time, you're showing them who you actually are. For a man to love you and love all of you, even if it's a crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I was mixed emotion about that, but still, her saying it was she was keeping it real. So I'll start with Chaz because as a man, if a woman is telling you, I'll bust your windows if it gets to that point. Or maybe I have my past. Maybe she's saying I did it in my past. I was younger. I won't do it now. But Cam took it. He was pissed. Go ahead, Chaz.
As he should have. So on my season, one of the ladies there told me about how she confronted her ex. He had stopped giving her child support. She drove to his house. He was with a new woman. She had a gun. She went to jail. And I was like, I don't want to ever deal with something like that. So I think if you're going to give me an extreme scenario where you're just going to crash the hell out and you're not like ashamed, you're not talking about, well, I didn't want to do that. You just kind of say, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I don't blame him. I would run for the hills too.
Yeah, why would you incriminate yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Be smart about it.
Okay, Edby, I know you have a very colorful past. So your thoughts your thoughts about the situation.
I would just like to say,
come on.
I have been on the receiving end of the toxicity. I have never been the giver of the toxicity. Like,
you match energy,
right? Because how we gonna act? I'm gonna act how you act. So how we gonna act? That's really be what type of time I be on. How we ever? I have. There's only been one time where there's been infidelity, which is really just that's my line in the sand for any relationship that I am. If you can't be fidelis, then you is not for me. So you need to get away from me. And I preface every relationship that I have ever been in. Look here, I love the Lord, but sometimes all my dots don't connect. And I will always be honest with you, and I need you to be honest with me. If ever there's a time that you feel like this is not what you want to do anymore and you want to go in a different direction, please let me know, because then I will govern myself accordingly. Don't get caught doing something dumb.
Look.
Because I don't want you looking at me crazy when I stab you 37 times.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How I know I can stab you 37 times before my hand gets heavy. Just know that I know that that's the magic number. Okay? And I tell you this from the beginning. And be like, ooh, boo, you fine and blah, 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 blah. Hey, how you doing? This is what it is. If you can't listen.
Sneakers. Wait a minute. Hold
I
on.
can't.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I can't.
The views and opinions expressed on this channel are those of this channel and are for entertainment purposes only. Do not try this at home. And don't whine in the comments when you don't like it, because I don't care. Okay, so
Listen, but still, I never went to any man's job because one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna play with your money. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I ain't never been that type of broad where I'm gonna play with your livelihood or play with your money like that, because you can't play with my money like that. Okay, so I'm never coming up to your job to show my hot pots. I have been where I was in church, and this is when I was married, and this nigga was he was angry with me, but he had substance abuse issues, so it wasn't really me.
Mm-hmm.
He cussed me out like we were in church, like the deacons had to come get him.
Oh Lord,
and to jump on me at church. So I have been on the receiving end of some toxic situations. Right. So I tend to employ my very Scorpio situations and be like, hey, because once you take me to a place and I'm done, and then it's like you died. I'm gonna, like, I could walk right past you.
Jesus Christ.
And it'd be like, I've never met you a day in my life. I will cut you off and cut you dead right where you stand, because I can't. I have had to go sit on that lady's sofa from the time I was 15 because I have an issue with rage, and
not everybody has that in them.
You know, I had no filter and I had no coping skills at the age of 15, so that when I got into an altercation with my father's wife and I almost tried to kill that lady, I had to go sit on somebody's sofa and get myself together. So I had to learn some coping skills and learn how to walk away from some things, because I know if I let it get too far, it's going to get so far that I can't pull it back in. And then at that point, I've already checked with myself about what can be all the possible repercussions of what actions I'm about to take.
Look.
And if once I check for all the repercussions, girl, you can end up in jail. I'm okay with that. I got bail money, and then at this point, ain't no.
But look, but what you saying, Abby, to pivot a little bit, but I'll get back to the show. This is why I've always said that on the reality TV shows, they should have a council of sorts that's licensed, mind you, that is there on the set, because so many things happen on these shows that have scarred people mentally. You know, they're on TV, and I've always thought you should have somebody on set that's gonna be there to have those conversations. If you see the scene is super raw, oh, you're about to get into it, physical, all the things, to be there just to have those conversations. I think for Black people especially, I just think, and I'm not telling you, if I'm not saying no one else needs it, but I'm just being, because we're Black, so I'm just saying, okay, here's what it is. Y'all don't come in my comments.
But listen, you gotta, before you come on these type of shows, you need to know who you are as a person.
But what I'm trying to say is,
on this show
I know what you're saying, but Mama,
you know what I'm saying? You can't.
I get what you're saying.
But hold on, that you have an issue with jealousy and you don't like to share. I already know.
But Abby, but hold on, Abby. Producers are gonna look for people like that. They're gonna look for people who are raw, who are young, who haven't had experience with different things, to put them on a reality show so we can be entertained. They psychologically are doing it on purpose. They know what they're doing, who they're choosing. So what I'm saying all to say, if you're gonna do all that, throw it in these kids' faces or whatever, at least have somebody who's licensed, who's a counselor on the set, that can at least try to guide them or assist them, because we have seen too many horror stories after reality TV. So much has been coming out from even Nickelodeon, for crying out loud. Have somebody on the set that can guide some of these people who are new to reality TV, because become the fame, the followers, other things. They all think it's so good, but then we hear horror stories. I just watched The Fit for Life on Netflix, where the people did I forgot the name of the show that came out in the 90s, but the people who were big and they lost weight.
I know what you talk about.
It was
The Biggest Loser.
Yes, so many horror stories with that. And I'm just saying myself, I didn't really watch it. My mother did, but I can remember the time it was on. What I'm trying to say is they are scarred, and it was unbelievable. So to me, I feel like even with a dating show, we're scarred. Out here dating, having our own relationship, trying to figure it out in life. Imagine being on TV, trying to do the same thing publicly, and going through all this trauma, and you have no way to deal with it. You just got to go to the next scene, deal with it on your own, or not deal with it at all. I just wish they would have somebody, and this is for the white ones too, because I don't know, I don't think they have it as well. Have somebody on set who's licensed who would talk to the cast. It would prevent so much backlash and other drama. I don't think they get that. Chaz Coley, y'all on the show. What do y'all think about that?
No, I absolutely agree. There needs to be a professional counselor there, not just for us to rely on and talk to off camera, but even in those lounges, there needs to be somebody there guiding those conversations, those experiences from a place of, how to protect yourself and how to heal from something like that. But there isn't. The fact that we get to talk to Tommy and someone's talking in Tommy's ear and telling him what to tell us.
You know what? Every time Chad spills some tea, why is it that his camera is going? What's the see? Erica, come on, give me your thoughts about that, because I said it should have a professional counselor. I'm not sure if you heard, a professional counselor there when they're doing the Red to Love. It would just, to me, a license, mind you. And I want to hear Cody's. I don't know what Chad was about to say, but go ahead, Erica.
He was going to say that the producer is in his ear.
Yeah, I agree. I think.
Wow.
What about Dr. Ponytail? I miss her.
Oh shit.
And she was so good, and I felt like she was kind of cerebral and intellectual with the people, and she had degrees and stuff. I think it's important because I do feel like Angie was keeping it real, but I do feel like if you're not in your 20s, then obviously, hopefully, you would be at a place where you could deal with whatever differently. And when she had the chance to really sit down and talk with Cam about it and kind of explain, because she kind of said in the confessional, like, oh, I did do this back in the day. So you're saying you did it, but you don't do it now? Like, that's really the question. And since she seemed triggered. So she seemed like she needed to go talk to somebody because she couldn't really communicate with him. Like, okay, yeah, maybe I went, because I think, in college or whatever, like I've never done anything like that, but I've dated people that pushed me to that, where I thought about it, where I called my girls, like, let's ride, let's do it.
Right.
And we didn't do it. But I was like, I don't even think I was 21 at the time. You know what I'm saying? So as I grow older, it will be like, okay, sometimes you get intoxicated. Sometimes things do go further than you would want. So it's not to shame anybody, but definitely, I know you're trying to get to know these people quickly or whatever, but it's like either explain it or it is a red flag, like a bright red flag. Okay, she already said she busted out windows. So if you get with that, then that's what you're getting with. So you already know. So I can see where Cam would be like, yeah, I'm not really trying to have that in my life.
Right.
But my next question would be, what would you do differently now than what you did when you was 20? If you were in the same situation now that you were in when you were 20,
he should have asked that.
If your answer is still the same, then yes, it's a red flag. If there is no growth and you still would have put Nair in that boy's shampoo because he was playing in your face.
Nothing there.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving an example.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. There's got to be like follow-up questions. Yes, we can own up to some hubris, and our medulla oblongata wasn't even fully developed at that point when you 20. So yes, you may make decisions and do things that you would at 20 that you wouldn't do at 29. You're a completely different person. Hopefully you have grown and matured and would make different decisions at 29, 30 than you did when you were 20.
Right, but if she like,
no,
shouldn't she
well,
want to
hold on.
tell Cam that if she actually likes him?
What I'm trying to say to Abby's point, hold on. To Abby's point, I feel like he should have, because he kind of had a temper tantrum. No shade. I get why he didn't like what she said, her response or whatever. But listen to Abby talk just now. He should have dug a little bit deeper. Okay, you did it once, because you shouldn't judge about it once on one situation. First of all, let's start with that. But to actually go further to say, okay, I get you react like that back in those times, but would you do that now? And then see what her response would be, and then you go from there. Instead, he just got pissed off and walked away. And so when she tried to talk to him about, like Erica said, also to jump on her, what she said, her point, he was kind of combative, like it's whatever. I'm cool on it. And she came in positive, like, hey, let's talk about it. Are you mad at me? Trying to be playful, flirty. He was just like, I don't give a shit. That's the way I took it. Okay. But I want to go back really quick. Coley, I never asked you about shit. What were we talking about? Damn it, I never forgot. About I never forgot now. Yeah, I'm sorry. We went too more far off track. So let me get on the family dinner situation. That was I must say for me one of my favorite scenes. Watching the girls cook in the kitchen, and watching them. I don't know. I just enjoyed it. It was like nobody talking. They were cooking. Who's laughing? You laughing? Oh, I'm sorry. When they were cooking, to me, it was very, whether it was fake or not edited, whatever. It was a good genuine moment. We know how Rachel love about food, and to me, this is the type of stuff we want to see. And then they're gonna do truth or dare. So I like that, because if you do a getaway, it should be fun, barbecuing, whatever, and then we are having those conversations as far as like the truth or dare. So I know Chaz and Coley both done this. So Coley, I wanted to ask you. Unfortunately, you weren't there, which I wish you would have been there. Watching that, did it look fake to you? Just watching them little family dinner getting together. And
No, it's not fake.
Okay, I didn't think so, but I wanted to ask you.
That's how it was at the pool party.
Okay. Chaz, y'all had Chaz's gateway was a lot of drama, no shade. It really was. So before
This
you
was interesting.
Before you made your exit, look. Did you feel any of that family vibe as I spoke of this? Because I love seeing it.
So let me just say this. Let me tell you how hard that scene is as a whole.
Oh shit.
There's no music. So they want you to be turned up, happy, excited. There's no music because they don't have the licensing. So if a producer pulls out a phone and plays like a little tune, it's like a little melody, but it's nothing that's going to get you like hyped for. So the fact that, they came up with the game and they played the game to kind of spice things up, I think they recognize it's a cool house, but it's boring when you can't really like turn up.
Okay. It's crazy, Chaz. You be analyzing. But so after this, I did notice that Cam went to the kitchen talking to Sahara, and I want to ask you all this question. Each one of y'all, I'm gonna start with Abby. Do you feel that, and I'm not sure if you saw this or not, because of the fact he's kind of into it a little bit with Angie, he goes to Sahara like, oh, do you still like me vibe? And I'm like, I'm not saying it's not genuine, but mind you, you just got irritated because Angie said she didn't bust somebody's windows out the car or whatever. Abby, what you think? Is this like a connection, or he just doing that because he's pissed off at Angie?
I don't know. It could be. Well, before I burn this bridge over here, let me see what the stability of this bridge is over here before I burn it down to the ground. Possibly. Could be. Who knows?
Erica, same question.
Well, I did see a bit of a cute connection between Cam and Sahara on the bus.
Yeah.
So I do feel like he likes her, but really Sahara is the person I would have to ask, has she busted any windows? I would inquire. Just double check. But the thing with him and Angie is, yeah, he got an attitude or whatever, but I go back to the fact that Angie didn't like you enough to meet her son's father and let somebody else meet him. So Angie already, like, she kind of cares, but that's why I feel like she wasn't really even there to have a discussion about it. And I think you know, it's like, okay, she barely likes you and she busted windows. Like,
Oh
okay,
wow.
let me. I do feel like I feel like he really likes Sahara, but I feel like Rose is his ideal, but
Mm.
he, you know, in terms of this person would look good in whatever my life is. I could take her to the Christmas party and I'm not worried about
Come on, Erica.
what everybody else is going to say. She's going to know how to act and move in different circles. I feel like he feels that about Rose, but they haven't had enough time to really,
Yes.
like, I don't see a connection there, but I think he's thinking like, well, on paper she's the mom. I think he and
Rose is
Sahara,
wifey to me. To me, Rose is wifey. Rose is
yeah,
wifey.
definitely. And so I think he sees that. And I just feel like him and Angie were sort of, they were barely connecting to begin with. And I do, to me, I felt like if you know she introduced somebody else to her baby's father and she looked you in the face and said you weren't good enough, I don't even know why y'all still playing like y'all connected.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I think that Rose doesn't want to invest because she mentioned it. She was very transparent. When you have made a decision, and I have to look at the big picture, you are invested in other, people. So I have to look out for myself. So I 100% understand. But to me, I feel like you said, I feel like he looks at Rose like she's wifey, and with Angie as a question mark. I don't know. Cody, your thoughts, Mama? What you think? Because I think Sahara and Cam are very. To me, if I'll be honest, it'd be to me. Cam has to choose between Sahara and Rose, and Angie's out. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I like Hussein and Rose, and then Sahar and Cam. Like, I feel like that just makes sense. Like, they just click.
Chaz, you shaking your head. What you think?
Really, I think that's that's a accurate matchup. I do too.
Why do you think that?
I think someone like a Cam needs like a firecracker. You need like a Sahar. I think they'll balance each other out, and they'll both grow and learn from each other. I think Rose and Hussein, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, they just
so.
like a great pairing too. Like the connection seems a little bit more genuine to me. Also, like those two connections, I can truly see as they're there for like they're exploring those connections.
So the truth or dare situation, I think, to be honest, was a cute idea. Tay was like, I feel like the Jenga. I thought that was a cute idea as well. Playing the game or whatever, and I was like, when I saw Tay do a little twerk on Cinco, Khalil to me felt a little bit of a way. He's mentioned a few times in confessionals. Oh, I thought me and Tay had connection. I said after the twerk, you should have known. Well, first of all, after the fact that she said you gonna stay in my room together, should have been a hint. Then the twerk was the second hint. When you gonna get it, Khalil? So that's why I've been feeling bad for Khalil. Where I see he don't really have a connection with anybody because he's really invested in Tay, and Tay is paying him no attention, not even a conversation. I haven't seen nothing. We're the getaway part one. So, Chaz, am I wrong or what? Because she twerked on him, and you could tell it was real. But go ahead.
I had zoned out. I'm sorry, Queen. What did you say?
God. So, Jesus
let me
Christ.
let me circle back after everyone else.
But no, I'm gonna ask you again the whole thing with the truth or dare, and I said that Khalil had made more than one comment about him thinking that him and her or a thing. First, the hint was she chose him to be her partner in the room, not you. The second one was she twerked on him after the dare, and you're still confused about the connection. Come on, Chad, be real. Whether you watch it or not, in real life.
Amen.
I'll come back to me. Come back.
Abby, come on, Abby. Good Lord Jesus. Come on, Abby. You know what I'm saying. Come on now.
I do. And I didn't even see it. But I saw her twerking on Room and House. What the
Lord Jesus Christ.
I saw her twerking on. Anybody who saw that and thinks that they have a chance with her, they need to sit on that lady's couch because they are not accepting reality. Because, sir, what do you mean? Who and why would you? Clearly, that lady is giving you all of the signs and the hints that is her and the room and board house man. So why use? He don't have a connection with nobody else. He don't like nobody else. This is a question because I don't know. He don't like nobody else.
No.
He don't like nobody else. So just her, and she twerking on another man.
Wait, you mean Khalil doesn't like anyone else, or Francisco?
Is that his name, Francisco?
Francisco doesn't like anyone else.
He don't like Tay.
Right. So he only likes Tay. So Khalil, does he have other connections?
Deanna.
Well, he need to go to her then, because
but the whole thing with that is that Deanna and him are like on paper, in my opinion, are great, but the chemistry is not there. Go ahead, Mama. Go ahead, Coley.
Well, maybe he needs to step into the reality that his person is not
Coley.
Well,
I agree with that, but Coley, what you gonna say? I feel like you finna get some. Coley, go ahead. Your thoughts on that?
I went on a date with one of his friends, one of Khalil's friends, and he told me that Khalil likes really thick girls.
Oh.
Well, I still don't get why they weren't a match then. Not
that's
saying
like that's he likes her. That's why he's trying to warm her up.
But I think he likes her, but he made a more than
girls on this show.
Said, no. Did you? Well, she would be considered thick on this show, but he said she's slow. The terminology that he used was she's slow.
That's slow like IEP slow or slow?
No. Slow like she's not moving fast enough. She moves in her own pace.
But I
didn't like that.
Also, though, I think to me when I watch her, it's not so much that I think she tries to be, or not saying she tries to be. She's so cool, right? So to me, she doesn't act like she's interested. Like she doesn't really give off like I like him. And she says in the confessional, like, oh, I'm not sure if this is going to be friends or something more, but she's had some real conversations with him. And I think when she was one of the people who didn't bring her ex. So she kind of told a little bit about herself on that date and everybody was kind of liking her, but she's not really opening up. She's not really acting like she's interested. She's just like, I'm cool, I'm chilling, but she's not she's not kind of smiling and looking like, oh, I like him.
This is what I'm saying. Everybody can't be like that. No. Again, I have said it before. I moved that way, especially when I was younger, and I used to hate it to be judged because I was smiling all the time and being, it's sunshine. All the
time, but if you're interested and you've got a month, you got 30 days, you should show the interest.
No, I get that too. I said this earlier about it's accelerated speed dating. You got to move and flow with it in your own pace, yes, but at the same time, it's fast paced, so you got to catch up. You cannot move like you do in real life. I did say that earlier, so I do understand what you're saying with that. So I want to move to the fight. The argument. I'm sorry. The argument. She's all in the bed, wrapped up in a blanket, and Jay comes in and she's like, she said, I want to watch a movie. She said, I don't want to watch a movie. She's covered a blanket up. She's pissed. And she's like, I don't want to talk about anything. She wasn't trying to hear nothing. And she said, I told you I don't want you to do anything crazy in public. And he's like downplaying it like it's nothing. No big deal. And she is pissed off. She said, I don't understand how legs was entwined. I look over, all these hands moved everywhere. And she's like, oh my God. I said, don't do anything stupid. She reiterated that more than one time. He's like, you're doing too much. It's not a big deal. And she said, the boundary I told you to cross, you actually crossed it. And for me, it's an issue. And so she was yelling. She was all the body parts being swung. She said, I have an issue with that. Rubbing back, all of that. She said, I didn't like it. She said, they cussed a little bit, shut the F up, whatever. Because it was a big argument. Just the two of them in the room going back and forth. And she said you didn't defend. You can't come to defend it now. I don't want to hear it. And so I kind of want to hear everybody's thought, because when you're having an argument and you're pissed off like that, and I get being that pissed off, emotionally charged, you do want to hit the other side, even to respond to it. If you don't let them talk or say anything, you cannot get their perspective to know why this happened or whatever. So I want to start with Chaz. Your thoughts about the argument, because the argument was triggered and it was like rough.
Yeah, it was I don't know what kind of agreement or understanding they had, but clearly she really took it, at face. She took it to heart, to like, we're going to respect each other. So there's conversations happening in this connection that I don't really think we've seen. But yeah, she was very upset, and I thought it was an overreaction. I think she could have explained herself. Even if she was being strategic, like explaining yourself in a more calmer fashion, showing that kind of like just rage over a misunderstanding or him deviating. Look, it's still survival. You still got to get she still has to get the other guys to say, yeah, she's a connection of mine, and vice versa for him. So I don't know, but.
Wow. Okay, Abby.
Okay. Listen, if I gave you a boundary beforehand, and 30 seconds into this situation, you crossed the boundary, and you didn't just cross the boundary, you took a running like you was on the Olympic track and field for the long jump and jumped over the boundary. And now you looking at me, now that I'm upset because I said, don't have me out here looking stupid. At this point, this proves to me that you don't understand what I said to you, or what the boundary was. Clearly there was no comprehension of what it is that I said, because the thing that I asked you not to do was the first thing that you did. And for me, that is a red flag, and I would be angry, and that would be something that you can't come back from.
Right.
Like, it's absolutely something that you can't come back from. If I have specifically said to you, hey, so we're going to do this thing. You and I are feeling each other. We're kind of a couple.
Okay.
I'm putting myself out there. I'm open for us to have this connection and blase bloom and all that good stuff. Please. I only ask that you don't have me out here looking a fool. Don't have me 10 toes down for you, and I am not engaging with other people because it's supposed to be me and you. And as soon as we get there and I turn to my left and you is got your legs crisscross applesauce
Look,
the broad.
not crisscross.
And
jump.
And clearly the young ladies talk to each other about what's going on. So clearly I've been hyping you up and whatever we got going on, and he's my man. And you know what I'm saying? Because this is an accelerated experiment. So you have jumped
exactly speed dating on crack
level with this young man, and then for us to get there and in front of my homegirls,
and
now
family.
I'm embarrassed because I was like, oh, my man, and my man is rubbing another broad's neck.
Look, hold on. Let me ask everybody in the room. How many times you've gone to a store, your mama said, or a family function, whatever, do not embarrass me. Do not act the fool up in here. Let me tell you something. I can visually
Flashbacks.
wait, Abby. I can visually see my mama with the finger in my face. You better not. And knowing the shivers in my spine, like, I'm not gonna do a goddamn thing. This woman crazy. If she was in my chest, she would tell me the fuck I'm saying was real. She told, don't you dare. My mama got me a job, and I swear to God, I remember young. She got me a job before my first day. I can remember, I swear to God, I was like 16, 17. She said, look, got you a job, My name is on this. Do not
embarrass.
look. I would, in front of everybody, I would not. Look, I'm grown. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't dare say it. Dare I say I'm grown, mama? I did not. She said, I will not in front of everybody. And guess what? 100%, Ebby, believe her and know she would have done it and not cared. I don't care the age, who's in public. Her bunker was standing there. Laid me out. That's my child. She's bought and paid. My mama says it all the time. Bought and paid for. So what I'm saying is that when black people say, don't embarrass me, we got that from a long line of women who told us this. And Chad's probably, he's a Louisiana boy. Be it told, don't embarrass me, it's some real shit. Now I know that Coley but from Louisiana, it's the same thing. When your mother tells you that, for us, it's a thing. So Erica, same thing. If I'm telling somebody my life, don't embarrass me. Okay, it will become a moment like with the Excel when she came in there on her husband, and no girl said, "Can I help you?" And she's like dog shit out of her, and she hit that flow. It would become one of those situations. Y'all know the scene I'm talking about. Y'all know the scene when it's Excel, baby. I'm just telling you. So that whole situation with "don't embarrass me" to me hit in so many ways. I was just like, look, I feel like Kiera was in the right. And I feel like Jay was in the wrong. I'm not saying that because he made a point of saying he's used to being open with his girlfriends who are friends in his real life. But when someone makes a point,
beginning of ours.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is the fact of the matter is he made a point of, she made a point of saying to him, don't embarrass me, keep it cute. Those two phrases told you before in the bus ride, let me chill. Let me not do too much. A leg across the other leg, grabbing the throat is past that boundary line. How did you not know, sir? That's all I'm saying.
Maybe I don't get not used to having a partner who sets boundaries and then holds you accountable to the boundary that they set. I don't know.
When she walked by and gave him the death eyes, and you kept going, look, but kept going. That's the problem. Wait a minute. I said, okay, maybe you didn't know. Abby, to go with your point, maybe he didn't know. When she walked by and the way she looked at him like, fool, if you don't chill and you continue by putting the hand to throw in the front for a reason, if you on top, the front where you go. And she said, oh, it's put left. You still kept going? Coley. Come on, Coley. Come on. Please help me. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I agree that he was in the wrong, but also I agree with this comment. He didn't care because he knew he was her man. He did not expect that stronger reaction. He thought he could do whatever he wanted, and she's always just going to be like, my man.
Oh, I love that. Erica?
Well, I agree that Jay was wrong. However, because it seems like they had some sort of agreement. So this is another couple where it seems like they're locked in and they have some sort of agreement. So, because to me, I wasn't clear until the thing on the couch, like, wait, are you saying that Sahara's a connection? Like, is that what you all are saying? And so to me, if you're saying, that's why it's like, okay, I get that she was mad. I get that we had this discussion or whatever, but you need to have a real talk, because if you're saying she's one of your connections and you're trying to figure it out, that's one thing. If you're coming to me, like, as it has been, I don't see Kiera having a connection with nobody else. And I didn't really think Jay had a connection with nobody else. So it's kind of like, okay, that's to me how it's been produced or how it's been shown to us. So it's like, okay, now are you just doing this to make her mad? Like, it just doesn't, it seems like there needs to be a real discussion, because because I get it, nobody wants to be embarrassed or whatever, but if I feel like you're my number one and you led me to believe I'm your number one, then why would you do this outside of the embarrassment or whatever? Like, obviously she's also feeling, I would think, jealousy. So you do need to have a real discussion. So, because I don't feel like it was so embarrassing. I mean, he wasn't tonguing her down or whatever. I mean, to me, Khalil saw Tay twerking on the guy, and he kind of rolled with the punches. Cam kind of rolled with the punches because they all know they had other connections. That particular couple seemed like they were locked in. So yeah,
to me, with the Khalil reference to me, I feel like, and as I've heard some of my cast members who come on here produce a little bit, Khalil and Tay wasn't so locked into me where his confessionals made sense to the story. It was more of an extra, just salt and cinnamon thrown in there extra. I didn't see the strong connection where Khalil is like, oh, I thought I'd be number one, or I never saw that. I know that Chaz and both, I mean, Coley stated and Cookie stated things we have missed in between. I get that, but I still didn't see it strong enough for that. So a lot of that to me, I feel like it's kind of edited because Khalil doesn't have a connection with anybody. The whole thing with Deanna, I feel like it's more of a friendship. And I think if they would have developed more in the beginning, Deanna and Khalil could have been a contender for that spot at the end. But because Khalil he was so focused on Tay, I just think that he missed out. I'm sorry, go ahead, Colin.
The two mixers fucks everything up.
Wow.
Because that didn't even give them a chance to even get to know each other as well. Because you're just like, it's already so many people at your one little mixer, and then the other people are kind of just like extra people.
Chaz. so Chaz, I see the food you're eating until you enjoyed it. So the thoughts that I'm asking you about is honestly, Khalil, I don't see connections in my opinion. I'm just being my opinion. With Tay, and I feel like Tay connection is and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's almost like I'm gonna say I have one with Deanna to say on the show, but I really want Tay. Your thoughts about that, please?
I didn't get like he was a strong contender for Tay, so I don't know if there were interactions that just were not shown to us. But in her confessionals or even his, I didn't see this like why there would be a question of whether or not she would stay with him or Cisco. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that.
He was a strong contender for Tay because I remember after I had been eliminated or whatever, when we went to go film like the sequence for the beginning of the show, Tay was talking about how she was conflicted between the two of them, but she was leaning more towards Cisco, but she was conflicted.
Oh, okay.
I think Khalil is good on paper. You know what I'm saying? Some people are, you know what I mean? Because I think like he's working. That's a plus. I'm just saying it's a plus. I think he has a car. He might have a car. You know what I mean? He has things that might look good on paper, and he's attractive or whatever. So I mean, I think. I just think it's tough when people seem to have locked in, and then and you kind of throw some wrench in it. So to get back to Jay, I didn't feel like. Even for Jay to come back and be like, because they did do it out in the open. So I don't feel like it's so embarrassing and so shameful, but it's kind of like if you're not interested in Sahara and she's not a contender and she's not another connection for you to explore, then why are we going through this? Like, why is it this much? Why would you be over there rubbing on the neck of somebody that you're not interested in anyway? Like that's.
I mean, yes. I mean, to me, perception is always everything, whether it be in business or in real life. If you are connected to this person behind the scenes and in person, even with Chad saying the guy being messy, people are watching saying, why are they doing all of that? I thought he was connected to you. Say it to her because it does look crazy. I don't know. I just think that in that moment, Jay was like, the cameras were on. He wasn't tripping. He was doing a lot. And I think Sahara, same thing. Or maybe her personality, I forget who said that. Her personality is just that. Hype, fun, whatever. And she's going with the flow of what he was giving. He was giving that, and she just jumped into it with him. I think if Jay would have kind of stopped it, I think Sahara would have joined in with him. So she was following his smoke. Okay.
I agree, and I also think, and I think Chaz brought this up a little bit too. Some of it, I think, it's, I don't want to say a game show, but there has to be some strategy here. So I know Sahara has to, outside of Cam, she's got to get some other votes. So, I don't see where she's really, she's hanging on to Cam with the thread, and I don't see her having any other connections, really. So that's why I feel like she was out on that couch, like, okay, maybe I can get a vote right here. And I'm not sure about Jay, but I think if he's not connected to Sahara and he didn't consider her a connection, then I don't even see why are you touching on the girl, but I definitely feel like Sahara was there. Like, I know I'm going to need another vote. And Cam has two other people after him. And I think Kiara needs to keep in mind that if she cuts this tie with Jay, then she might as well self-eliminate.
Well, I think I'm gonna say this about Kiara. To me, Kiara was keeping it real, like any other woman. If I have been locked in with you, anybody can say this would be Coley, Chaz, Abby. If I'm locked in with you the whole time, what I'm saying is I had no other connections. I don't. The cast knows I have no other connections. You don't either. But all of a sudden, we at the getaway where it's probably our time, vacation, whatever you want to call it. You got your leg, her leg on your leg. You ain't trying to get it off. You ain't doing anything. Oh, yes, my bad. I'm going to go the fuck off on you. I'm going to check you. Don't touch me. No kisses. I'm not going to lie. Shit, I'm losing out of fire. I'm going to say, bro, don't touch me. Who? What? No. I ain't got time for you. I'm going to be honest. So, Chaz, your thoughts, Louisiana brother? I need to hear it.
My thoughts on like what aspect though?
Yeah, because if understanding her irritation with the whole situation and try to come over and give me a kiss after I just saw you with her leg across your leg.
Oh, we going back to that?
Yeah, yes, because when he came to a kiss on the neck,
that's why I was like, wait, where are we?
Well, we went through a lot, but I'm just saying it. We're gonna move on to the breakfast, but I'm just saying I want to hear your thoughts because you are the only man here in the panel.
I mean, look, the house is a house of temptation, and
oh wow,
keep in mind you're drinking, like there's fineness everywhere, and I mean some of it just comes out because it's the setting. It doesn't necessarily mean that's what they would necessarily do if they were not in that house. So the house is meant to bring out that kind of stuff.
That was a good answer, actually. Because it was. So, ladies and gents, I'm gonna move on to the breakfast. I'm gonna say the food portion, seeing them cook together, I do love that. Now, but the breakfast they kind of was having Deanna and Khalil talk. Again, we kind of said, in our opinion, we don't feel there's a connection there. I thought the both of them do the same thing. I'm trying to stay in the house and have a reason to stay there. Jay is going to Khalil, talking about the whole thing with him and Sahara getting advice. I don't know. I'm not sharing anything in production. I'm not, whatever. But all of a sudden, Tommy comes in. He said, look, y'all got to make a vote, men, right now. Who are you going to take out? I feel like, in my opinion, it's time. I want to hear about Coley. I loved it because I feel like it was a lot of no connections. So I wanted the men to make a decision and cut out the fat, no shade. Not saying fat in real life, but food, cut the fat. Go ahead, Coley.
So we're talking about like our thoughts on the curveball that he threw?
Yes.
I thought that was a good one. But also, I wonder like what went on because I realized like a lot of the curveballs are like based on conversations and like production trying to get ahead of things. Because like I honestly believe one of the reasons that I was eliminated is because when I was fucking blackout drunk at that block party, I was talking about how I was gonna self-eliminate. Men and did the curveball like, oh, we're gonna give the men the power again and eliminate a woman.
What?
Yeah. Because everyone was mad because they were like, you were serious about self-eliminating. I'm like, I don't even remember talking about it.
Wow. Chaz, I haven't been on the show. You heard what she said? Your thoughts about, did you hear what she said? That was, what do you think about that? That shit's crazy. That shit's got me speechless.
So they heard you say that? Like in your,
Yeah, we're mic'd up.
And wow. Oh yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
Wow.
But no, like, did you experience that on your season? Like, you could see why they did the curveball because they wanted to control the narrative or whatever, or get ahead of it.
Yeah, I think that's why we got like Justin, because Glenn didn't show up. I know when they filmed, what was funny about the whole season was they filmed our mixer before they filmed the mixer that aired. The mixer that aired was shown as the first one. It wasn't. It was the second. But yeah, I think it was so like I saw it with our season that they kind of finagle things to like clean up something before it truly got out.
Yeah,
So
the curveball is cleaning things up.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit got me gagging over here. Abby, your thoughts? I mean, just Abby's my real, and I just want to hear because to me, I'm like tripping because Coley and Chaz are real. They're just real, and so for them to agree on 2 different seasons, I have to like say, yeah, I believe that to be true. Abby, your thoughts?
That makes sense. It's yet another reason why I know that this show is not for me. I guess this is I'm not a sharer. I don't like to share anything, honestly. This is just adds more fuel to the dumpster fire that is the show. That's all that is. So that I don't. Bless God. I hope this is the last season, honestly, because
it's not. It's not. We got
It's not.
It's not. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like, name me one couple that's in a healthy relationship that met on this show.
I think Dr. Camille.
Oh, Camille and
Camille.
Corey Collins. I got you.
They good together.
Mm-hmm.
I think DC is a good place because all the couples are DC. Like even the one girl that was on a different season,
Sabrina?
or whatever, like one was Potomac.
She hold on.
Yeah.
She ended up being with a man that was married on YouTube, and then they got married after. But we're not gonna go there with that. Oh yeah, let's not say we did.
That's a different
So
Sabrina.
Oh, my bad. You right. To Sabrina. Yes, I agree. The other, my bad. I'm so sorry. Period.
DC is a place to go to find.
Right.
That's serious, I guess.
Okay.
It's 2 Sabrinas. Yeah, the shade is real. Mm-hmm. You're correct. The other Sabrina, yes, her and him, they're a cute couple. I love that.
They're so cute.
And then we got Baby too with oh my god.
And then like this comment, Joy and Clifton, they're DC.
I don't. My comments about them is this: they was on Carlos King, mentioned a live that Carmen was on my live and played like they didn't remember my name. So for them, yeah, I had no love over there. Period. Sorry. Anyway, to continue, Abby, you ready for a prayer? It's been a long time, and it's time. It's time for a prayer. It is.
Oh God! All right.
Hold on. Let me find because only you
can prevent forest fires. What's happening?
No, you didn't. Come on.
Oh, not the funeral music. Okay. All right. If all hearts and minds are clear, dear Lord, we come to you with a level of confusion about this show, which is why I know you're not in it. Because you are not the author of confusion. And that's all this is. That is all this is. God, I just, just bring some clarity to this. God, allow the time to be sped up. Your timing is perfect. But if you could speed this process up so we could get to the end of this dumpster fire of a season, we would greatly appreciate that. God, touch the people.
Hallelujah.
Make sure everybody is safe. Their mental health is good. I hope somebody finds somebody for them. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
God, if you do these things, we ask that you do these things. And if you don't want to do these things, can you do something better for us? We'll give you all the glory and honor in the mighty, matchless name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen, Jesus.
Amen.
Nobody told me Jesus.
Because it's confusion. And I know I talk to God all the time, but He is not the author
Talk
of
to me, Jesus.
That's exactly what this is. It's confusion.
Help us out, Jesus. Confusion is everywhere, Jesus.
Like, help that young man understand that he is not the one for that girl. And
No, I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Lord have mercy.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Lord, not amen in the phone in the background. All right. Yeah, this is the end of all the things. This was a good lie, by the way. And Lord Jesus. So, real quick, Miss Ebby, who been back, my queen, my reader of all reads. What's going on your channel? Give me your thoughts. What's going on your channel?
Listen, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. There may be some get ready with me stuff happening. I got some new makeup and all that good stuff. We'll see what's happening. Listen, the job that pays all my bills is being real demanded right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta sit down until October because I've been outside touching grass like I'm half my age, and I forgot how old I was.
No wrong with
I'm
that.
now officially recovering from the flu that I caught in between two trips. So I will be officially set until October. So
Should be she. In other words, she back. Erica, your thoughts? What you got going on your channel, Mama?
I am getting caught up on some things myself, but I will be doing Life After Lockup, Real Housewives of Miami, and I think I'm gonna do a little bit of the new Dexter. So
Okay.
come on through.
I know Coley's working on her own thing. Have you got YouTube set up still, or what's going on, Miss Coley?
Oh yes, my YouTube is set up now. But I need to get to work on that. I'll probably start doing more of that after August because right now it's still kind of busy with all the traveling and people are going on like their last little vacations and stuff for the summer.
How can they follow you, Coley, on YouTube? What's the name?
On all my socials, it's Crowley Ferg.
Okay. Chaz, not getting too into personal, but social media. What you got going on with your channel? I'm trying to work with Chaz, y'all. Just work with me here.
Nothing. I enjoy seeing everyone live. Catch me every time the queen goes live, ready to love. But no, I don't have anything going on. We're just chilling. Like we're just.
Wait, did you? I know I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. Did you have the baby?
No, not yet.
Not yet. The baby not here yet. Okay.
Not yet. No.
All right. Send me a wish list or something. So your auntie.
I'm auntie. I'm waiting.
I'll set something up.
Okay.
I'm
So
auntie.
with the baby stuff
I'm waiting.
from your
I'm ready.
aunties.
Okay, y'all. So of course, me, y'all know I'm still doing CBS Big Brother, and hopefully some CBS other shows coming up very soon. Still doing Stars, HBO. Just wrapped up in Peacock with Disney X. Still doing my thing, of course. Follow me on all social media, quiz reviews, and I even applied for Traders Reality. Now they got the commoners joining Traders. I did apply. Who wants to be a trader, not a faithful, even though I can do both. But anyway, with that being said, Commission Reviews, the Queen of Reality TV. Love y'all. This was an awesome live. Hit my cash app, Commission Reviews. That being said, y'all know what to do. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is what it is. Period.